Stakeholder analysis is a systematic process used to identify and assess the stakeholders involved in a particular project, policy, or organization. It helps in understanding the interests, perspectives, and influence of various individuals, groups, or organizations that can significantly impact or be affected by a decision or action. The primary purpose of stakeholder analysis is to gather relevant information about stakeholders and analyze their level of interest, power, and potential impact on the project or organization. This analysis enables project managers, policymakers, and leaders to make informed decisions, develop effective strategies, and engage stakeholders appropriately throughout the process. The process of stakeholder analysis typically involves the following steps. Identification. The first step is to identify all the stakeholders who have a direct or indirect interest in the project or organization. This includes individuals, groups, organizations, communities, and even government entities that may be affected by or have an influence on the project. Mapping. Once stakeholders are identified, they are mapped based on their level of influence or power and their level of interest or concern in the project. This mapping helps visualize the stakeholder landscape and prioritize engagement efforts. Analysis. After mapping, stakeholders are analyzed based on various criteria. This includes their specific interests, needs, and expectations related to the project, as well as their potential influence on decision-making processes. Stakeholders can be categorized as primary stakeholders, those directly affected, secondary stakeholders, those indirectly affected, and key stakeholders, those with high influence or interest. Engagement. The next step is to develop an engagement strategy for each stakeholder group. This involves determining the appropriate level and method of engagement, such as consultation, collaboration, or communication. The goal is to involve stakeholders in decision-making processes, address their concerns, and build relationships based on trust and mutual understanding. Communication. Effective communication is crucial throughout the stakeholder analysis process. Clear and transparent communication helps stakeholders understand the project's objectives, progress, and potential impacts. It also provides an opportunity for stakeholders to express their views, raise concerns, and contribute to the decision-making process. Management. Stakeholder management involves ongoing monitoring and evaluation of stakeholder engagement efforts. This includes assessing the effectiveness of engagement strategies, addressing any emerging issues or conflicts, and adapting the approach as needed. Regular communication and feedback loops with stakeholders ensure continuous improvement and the building of positive relationships. Stakeholder analysis offers several benefits to organizations, projects, and policymakers. Enhanced decision-making. Stakeholder analysis provides valuable insights into the perspectives, concerns, and potential impacts of different stakeholders. This information helps decision-makers make more informed and balanced decisions that consider the interests of all relevant parties. Risk mitigation. By identifying and engaging stakeholders early in the process, potential risks and challenges can be identified and addressed proactively. This reduces the likelihood of conflicts, resistance, or opposition to the project, and increases the chances of successful implementation. Improved stakeholder relationships. Engaging stakeholders throughout the project fosters positive relationships based on trust, collaboration, and shared understanding. This can lead to increased support, cooperation, and goodwill from stakeholders, which can be crucial for long-term success. Effective resource allocation. Understanding the influence and importance of different stakeholders helps allocate resources effectively. It enables organizations to focus their efforts on engaging key stakeholders who have the greatest impact on the project's success or failure. Social acceptance and legitimacy. Stakeholder analysis promotes transparency and inclusivity, which can enhance the project's social acceptance and legitimacy. When stakeholders feel that their voices are heard and considered, they are more likely to support the project and become advocates. Stakeholder analysis is a systematic and comprehensive process that helps identify, assess, and engage stakeholders in a project, policy, or organization. It provides